Imagine this. You wake up one morning and the house you worked your whole life for just lost more money than you've earned in the last 5 years. That's not a nightmare. That's Hamilton 2025. Now tell me, do you think the market's collapsing or is the media just fear mongering? Drop it in the comments right now because what I'm about to show you will make you question everything you thought you knew. Stay with me for the next few minutes. I'm going to reveal the brutal truth nobody's telling Hamilton homeowners. Why families right now are losing six figures overnight, why buyers now hold all the power, and the one move you must make before it's too late. But first, let me tell you about the couple who thought waiting would save them. They considered selling 2 years ago. They believed the market would bounce. They told themselves, we'll just hold out until prices rebound. Fast forward, inventory spiked, buyers vanished, they finally listed, still confident they'd walk away with a profit. But here's what actually happened. The house sat week after week, month after month, showing slowed, price cuts stacked, and finally it sold. Not over asking, not for their dream number, but for a gut punch price that erased years of their equity. And they're not alone. Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and this market, it's about to get carved open like a turkey. Wait too long and you might be next on the table. Smart sellers are getting up to $25,000 or more in cashback incentives when they sell, actually recovering equity that they've already lost. If you're ready now, it's linked below. Otherwise, keep watching and I'll break it down. Right now, homeowners across Hamilton are staring at the exact same cliff. And here's the part that should terrify you. That couple that thought they had time, they didn't. Because while Hamilton families wait, the buyers, they've already taken the wheel. And I'm about to prove it to you with one shocking number that flips the entire game. But before that, here's your urgent warning. The number I mentioned earlier is 5. 5 months of inventory. Tattoo that on your fridge, carve it into your desk. 5 months. That means if nobody listed another home tomorrow, it would take almost half a year to sell everything that's sitting on the market. And that's not balance, that's a buyer's playground. Back in 2021, we were running under 1 month of inventory. Homes sold in days, bidding wars over asking. Today, the average home sits for 37 days, if it sells. Buyers know that they've got options, they negotiate harder, they squeeze you, and every week you wait, you're bleeding equity. 5 months, the highest August level since 2011. That's not fear mongering, that's math. And here's the kicker. Every extra month inventory climbs, prices sink deeper. That's why families are losing 50 grand, 100 grand, even 200. Not because they did something wrong, but because they believe the biggest lie in real estate. Just wait it out. Do you feel it? That pit in your stomach, that rush in your chest, that's your brain realizing if you're even thinking about selling, waiting could cost you everything. And yet there is a way out. Because in every down market, a small handful of homeowners still win. It's not luck, it's strategy. And that's why I built my free seller survival guide. Inside, I break down the comps, the traps, and the lies, and how I give sellers 100% of their commission back when they sell. Click the link now to find out how and make a decision before the market makes it for you. Don't worry, real estate always goes up. You've heard it 1,000 times. Don't worry, real estate always goes up. That's the biggest lie in Hamilton right now. And in the next section, I'll prove it to you with numbers that should scare every homeowner awake. If that were true, why are Hamilton homeowners watching their values slide backwards month after month? Why are families losing equity they thought was guaranteed? Here's the truth. Real estate doesn't always go up. Markets correct, they reset, and when supply surges like we're seeing in Hamilton right now, values don't rise, they drown. Hamilton's benchmark prices down almost 10% in the last couple months. Meanwhile, the rest of Canada flat, some markets even ticking up. So ask yourself, if Hamilton is falling while others are stabilizing, do you really think a miracle bounce is coming to save you? And here's where it gets even scarier. Because the group about to take the hardest hit isn't who you think. Yes, first-time condo buyers are getting crushed, 9-10% drops, 9 months of inventory, but that's not the group I'm talking about. The ones about to get blindsided, Hamilton homeowners with mortgage renewals in the next 12 months. Think about it. Tens of thousands locked in at pandemic lows. 1%, 1.5, practically free money. Now those renewals are landing at 4, 5, sometimes even 6%. That's not just a bigger payment, that's a financial time bomb. Families who thought they could ride it out are about to see their costs explode. And some, they've got no choice but to sell fast. And when those homes flood the market, inventory spikes again. Prices drop even further. This isn't theory, it's already happening. Power of sale listings, banks stepping in, owners walking away in shock. And the renewals haven't even peaked yet. So if you're sitting back waiting for some kind of comeback, you're betting against math, and math always wins. Listen, I don't want you to be the next forced seller. That's why I built my seller survival guide. the links below. Only a handful of Hamilton homeowners will use it in time, and the rest, they'll learn the hard way. But here's the twist. Not every homeowner is doomed. There's one group flipping this market into leverage, and it's not who you'd expect. Next, I'll show you the type of seller who's not just surviving this crash, they're thriving in it. And if you do what they're doing, you could walk away with life-changing money while your neighbors drown. You've seen the fear, you've seen the losses, you've seen the math. Hamilton isn't bouncing back, it's bleeding out. But here's the plot twist. There's one group of homeowners flipping this market on its head. And no, it's not flippers. It's not cash-rich sharks. It's not speculators circling the city. It's regular owners. The ones who act fast, the ones who price smart, the ones who prep their homes like weapons. Because in a buyer's market, only the best positioned homes sell. And those sellers don't just survive, they thrive. Think about it. Buyers are picky, they're cautious, and when they see a home that's dialed in, priced right, and marketed like fire, that's the one they jump on. Let me give you proof. Last month in Hamilton, 2 nearly identical homes listed side by side. Same street, same layout, same square footage. One sat for 63 days, multiple price cuts, still unsold. The other sold in 9 days, full ask, clean offer. What's the difference? One owner staged, priced right, and marketed like a media company. The other clung to 2021 dreams. Here's the kicker. The winner didn't get lucky. They built leverage in a buyer's market. And that's the secret most Hamilton homeowners miss. They think waiting is neutral. It's not. Waiting is losing. Every extra week, more inventory, more competition, more buyers squeezing you for pennies. But if you flip the script, if you position your home like an asset buyers have to fight for, you don't just dodge the crash, you weaponize it. Picture this. You sell in 30 days, clean offer, before the next wave of mortgage renewal panic hits. Now you're liquid, you're nimble, and you've got options, while your neighbor's still waiting, still bleeding. And here's where it gets crazy, because the biggest winners aren't just protecting equity, they're setting themselves up to buy back in cheaper. Sell high-ish today, buy lower tomorrow. That's how generational wealth is made in downturns. If you want to play this right, you can't wing it. That's why I built my Hamilton Seller Survival Guide. It's not theory, it's the exact system top sellers are using to sell right now to beat the crash. Grab it free, links below, because if you're not using a strategy, you are the strategy for buyers. But here's the harsh truth. This window is closing fast. Every renewal, every new listing, every extra week, the crash intensifies. And next, I'm going to show you exactly how fast Hamilton's floor could drop. And why, if you're not ahead of it, you'll be buried under it. Let's be crystal clear. The window is closing fast. Every renewal, more forced sellers. Every new listing, more inventory. Every week you wait, more equity gone. And here's the number that should keep you up tonight. In August, Hamilton hit 5 months of inventory, highest since 2011. That's not balance, that's oversupply. And oversupply kills prices. Now combine that with renewals rolling in like a tsunami, families who have to sell, not want to, have to. And when desperation hits the market, buyers win, sellers lose, values collapse. Don't believe me? Look at the 1990s. Hamilton cooled, inventory spiked, prices fell double digits in months. That wasn't a dip, that was a knife fight. And prices flatlined for 10 years. Conditions in Hamilton today, even uglier. So let me ask you, if you knew your home could lose another 50K, another 100K in the next 90 days, would you still wait? This is where most Hamilton homeowners get trapped. They cling to the fantasy of 2021. They think if I just hold on, prices will bounce back. Check the 1990s chart. Markets don't care about your feelings. Markets care about math, and the math is merciless. This is why I built my free seller survival guide. It breaks down the comps, the traps, and the lies, and how I give sellers up to $25,000 in cashback incentives when they sell. Most people don't do this because most people can't, but I do. Click the link below to find out how and make a decision before the market makes it for you. Here's the catch. Only a handful of Hamilton homeowners will take action before it's too late. Most will wait, most will lose, and a year from now, they'll wish they had acted today. So if you own in Hamilton, this is it. Your shot to avoid becoming the next horror story. Because in this market, waiting isn't neutral, waiting is losing. The smart ones act, the smart ones win. The only question is, are you one of them?